Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Vivian. So in today's tutorial we are learning how to make this beautiful dress I'm putting on right here. Okay, I'm doing shakara because this dress is so beautiful and it was inspired by the one you're seeing right here on the screen. I used crepe material to achieve mine. You can use chiffon, you can use shirt material, or you can use ankara or Duchess. Before we get started guys, please help me like this video, drop a comment, and please subscribe to my channel if you are yet to do so. And let's get started. So I already have my material on fold. I folded it using my waist measurement by 4, added some allowances, and I also have the full length of my dress. You can see I've gone ahead to draw a straight line to mark as my shoulder line. So the first thing I did was to take my neck measurement, which is 3 by 3. So guys, the first thing I'm doing here is to cut my back side. Okay, I'll then use it to cut the front side. So after taking my neck measurement, I now marked my shoulder measurement by 2. Mine is 15 by 2, that's 7.5. I just marked it. So from that end, I'm going to come down by 1 inch, and when I do that, I'll connect it back to the neck line just to get my shoulder slope. This is because our shoulder is not straight. Then I'm going to place my tape here and I'm marking my bust point. After that, I'm marking my waist point, followed by my hip point, and then the full length of my dress, which is the what I have there. And after that, I'm just going to draw line across. So from that same line, I'm going to mark my armhole measurement. For this one, I used 9 inches instead of my normal 8 inches because it's a shirt-like dress. Then I'm just going to draw a line across. So after that, I'm going to place my tape from this point and then mark the half of the measurement I have there. And from that point, I'll come in by 1/2 inch, and after that, I'm just going to connect it to get my armhole curve. So after that, on this chest line, I marked my bust measurement divided by 4, and then I added extra 2 inches for ease. Just make the shirt free because the cloth is free. Then after that, I added 2 inches for sewing allowance. So now I'm just going to bring the line down to my waist line. So on the hip line, I marked my hip measurement divided by 4. After that, I added 2 inches for ease, and then after ease, I added 2 inches for sewing allowance. So when I'm done with that, I'm just going to curve it from this waistline to the hip. Then I'll draw a straight line down to the hemming side. So guys, so the next thing I did, I'm sorry you're not seeing it, the screen is covering it. From that downside extreme end, I'm coming up by 1 inch, and when I do that, I'm just going to curve it towards the center, and that's what I just did. So I'm just going to follow all the line and cut it out. So now after cutting it, I already placed it on this folded material just to use and cut the front side, and I left about 1.5 inches here because the front is open. Okay, when I'm done, I'm going to open it up. Now I'm going to trace all the line and cut it out, then I'll work on the front side. Okay, so now I'm done. I'm just going to work on the neck of the front side. Okay, for the front side, I'm coming down by extra 1 inch for the neck depth, and when I mark that, I'm going to connect it back to the neck width. You can see what I'm doing, and then cut it out. So now I'm going to cut the front side open. So now this is what we have. We'll have this piece for our back side. You can see how it's looking. And we'll have these 2 pieces for our front side, which we are going to join later. So the next thing I did was to cut my sleeve. I just folded my material into 2 this way, and then from this upside, I'm just going to come down by 4 inches, and then also from there, I'm going to mark the length of my sleeve. For me, I used 25 inches plus 1 inch for hemming. So I went ahead to draw a line across them. So after that, from this first line, I'm just going to mark my armhole measurement, of which I used 18 instead of 16 because it's free. So I'm just going to draw a line across this way. So after that, I'll place my tape and know what I have there. Whatever I have, I'm going to mark half of it on the center. Okay, so from this side I'm coming in by half an inch, and this side I'm going up by half an inch. Then I'm going to curve it. You can use your free hand or you can use your free ruler, whatever that will be okay for you. So I just decided to use my free hand to do that, and I curved it. So when after then, I'm just going to place my ruler here, slant it a little bit, and join the line to the length of my sleeve, and then I'm going to cut it and cut the second one. So my two sleeves are ready, and you can see I went ahead to notch the center side. So now I'm going to start the stitching aspect. So I'm going to be joining the front side first. This is the two pieces for front side, so I'm going to arrange them this way, right side facing right side. When I do that, so from this next side, I'm going to mark where I want my slit to start. You can see that there is slit on that dress. So when I mark it, I'm going to come in by 1.5 inches, which was the space I gave, and then from there I'm going to stitch it down using that 1.5 inches. So I'm done stitching it, and this is what I have here. You can see there is opening on the upper side, on the neck side. So now I want to stitch it with the back side. I'm going to place it, I'll look for the right side of the back pattern, and I'm going to place it on the front side, right side facing right side. So I'll go over to sewing machine and then stitch the shoulder side. So I'm done stitching the shoulder side. You can see how beautiful it is. I also went ahead to iron the center front. I used hemming gum to do that, and you can see how beautiful it's looking already. So now I'm going to measure the neck side to know the measurement of the neck, round neck, so I'll be able to cut out the collar for the neck. So guys, after checking the round neck, I have about 19 inches. So my paper is on fold already. I'm very sorry you might not be able to see it because the screen is covering it. So I just took the measurement I had, that is 19 by 2, that's 9.5, and I marked it. You can see I marked it on the open side. Okay, you can see where my point is. I'll just hold it with pin so it doesn't get shifting. Okay, so when I'm done with that, the screen is covering it. I'm just going to explain, so if you follow the explanation you'll get what I'm doing. From that place I marked, that point, I'm coming up by 1 inch, and when I do that, I'm just going to slant it from here to join that 1 inch where the 1 inch stopped. Okay, this is because I want the collar to be curved, not straight. Okay, so when I do that, from where the slanting stuff, from that 1 inch, I'm going to be marking 1.5 inch. Okay, I'll be taking 1.5 inch like this. You can see what I'm doing like this, marking 1.5 inch till I get to this end. And then when I get to this end, I'm just going to join the line here. Okay, I'm just going to trace it with that 1.5 inch, okay, to reach that extreme end. And when I get there, I'm just going to curve that tip a little. Okay, that's what I'm doing there. I'm just going to curve it a little, just make the collar curved. Okay, if you don't want to curve it, it's actually not compulsory. So when I'm done that, from this place I slanted it, I'm just going to cut it out like this. You can see what I have. You can see the collar is a kind of curved, and this is what I have here. So when I'm done with that, I will make sure that the measurement I have is up to 19 inches and not more than. So now I want to go ahead and cut my collar, and I have my material on fold this way. So I'm just going to place this paper that I just cut out for my collar. I'm just going to place it on the material and use something to hold it in place, then use that shape to cut it out. When you are cutting, you can leave about 1/4 inch for sewing allowance, because we did not add any sewing allowance while drafting it on that paper. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So I already went ahead to add paper stay on the both pieces for the collar. Okay, so now I'll go and stitch the upper side and the two side. So now after that, I'll go ahead and fix my sleeve and close the both side, and also make gathers on the sleeve like I have on that picture. So I'm going to place it this way, okay, and then stitch it. So now this is what I have. I'm done stitching it. I already made gathers using my elastic here, and then I also went ahead to hem this downside using bias, since the material is kind of stubborn and couldn't be able to fold it. So for the collar, you can see what I have here. I've gone ahead to iron it, and if you look closely, I hemmed one side inside. Okay, so now to fix the collar, I'm just going to place it on the neck side. Okay, from the right side, I'm going to sew it round. After that, I'm going to turn it and use that one I folded inside to top stitch on it. Okay, that's all for the collar. Then I also went ahead to cut out these pieces for the drawstring. So that both of them are long, but there's longer one. I'm just going to fold the longer one this way. Okay, when I fold it this way, I'm going to stitch it down and then turn it over to the right side. And for this drawstring, I'm going to be putting it from the outside, so I'll just measure the length I want, where I want to place it. When I do that, I'm going to draw a line. Then from this center side, I'm going to fold one edge inside and place it like this, and then stitch one edge all round. Okay, when I'm done, I'm going to flip it over here and then fold it. As I'm folding it, I'm stitching on top, or you can go ahead and iron it out before doing so, like this. Okay, for doing so, just make sure you mark out a straight line before doing so. So I'm done fixing the collar and also this piece for the drawstring, and you can see how beautiful it is. I have this hole here where I'll put my drawstring, and it will go around and come out from this side. You can see how beautiful it is and how neat it is. You can see the back. So I'm just going to go ahead and iron it out. Okay, and after that, I'll place my drawstring, and that is it. This is a drawstring I have. I've already turned it, so I'll just go and fix it inside using something like pin or so, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. So now this is what I have, guys. This dress is so given, it's so beautiful, and actually it's very, very simple to achieve this. If you can do it, you can do it. Yes, so just believe you can do it, and you can do it. So if you watched to this end, guys, so help me like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe to my channel. And please remember to turn on your notification button, so whenever I post a video like this, you will get notified. Seriously, guys, I can't get over the beauty of this dress. I wish you can do one for yourself. You will like it. Once again, thank you so much for watching. See you next time when I post another video. Bye.